Happiness is in the fleeting moments. Fulfilment is what we are pursuing. So, I've been thinking about this concept a lot. And this pursuit of greatness and the pursuit of things bigger than ourselves. And not that I am claiming to be deep or esoteric or those kinds of things, or have a deeper working knowledge of any of these things. But as I said to you the other day, as I read more into this concept and I study more into this, a lot of it comes up about happiness and this idea that it's the pursuit of happiness. And there was a great one by, what's his name? It'll come back to me. But he was talking about the pursuit of happiness. And he's like, it's happiness in the pursuit. And it's more than just the journey. It's more than, it's not the end goal, it's the journey. It's about who you become in the process of it. And there is some deep truth in that we're all out here trying to be happy and pursuing happiness, and everything we do should make us happy. And I think there's actually a fallacy in that, because happiness is in the fleeting moments, in the moments that you cannot hold on to. It's the smile from your daughter when she's doing something new. It's the I love you and the cuddle as you put your son to bed. It's look in your wife's eye when you're doing something together and you can just feel that love. It's the happiness in the moment, and you can't truly manufacture them. But what you can pursue and what you can aim for your life to be filled with is fulfillment. And fulfillment comes from things that require effort. They require consistency. They require growth. And basically, it requires the work. And fulfillment comes from doing those things. Building something, creating something, doing something that people have told you is impossible. That is where fulfillment comes from. Or even just as simple as, and to be fair, I haven't worked a physical manual job in a long ass time, but those days where you have worked your ass off and you lay your head to rest, happy and fulfilled in those moments. And I used to get that level of fulfillment from, doing that, and I've now transposed it into this. On the days where I give everything I have, and I leave it all out there. I leave it all out on the field, and there is nothing left. Those are the days that I feel fulfilled, that I didn't waste that day. I gave it my all. I gave it everything I had, and I can lie in bed at night knowing that I did that, knowing that I gave it everything I had. Those are the days I feel fulfilled. Those are the days I feel like I am doing the work. And it doesn't matter what else comes from it. The fulfillment comes from the effort. It comes from giving it your all. It comes from leaving it all out on the table. And I think there is something deeply and profoundly powerful in that, in chasing fulfillment. And yeah, you need to, in my opinion, on a general basis, utilize it in things that are going to produce things long term. There's no point leaving it all out there on something that's never going to bring you anything more. You need to make sure it's towards something that will benefit you. And that's what 126 is. It is making sure that you leave it all out there for something that is going to long-term benefit you, benefit your kids, benefit your wife, benefit your family. This is what it's about. But I don't think we can chase happiness. I think chasing happiness will actually lead to more unhappiness in your life. It will lead to more anxiety. It will lead to more depression. It will lead to more disappointment. As I said, happiness is in the fleeting moments, and you need to be present and able to hold on to those moments. But fulfillment can be achieved every day. Fulfillment can be achieved every day by going out and working hard in the pursuit of something bigger than yourself. That is how you can chase fulfillment. That is how you can do it. And 126 to Greatness is a great example of that. I gain great fulfillment from pursuing the greatness in my body, from pushing it to the limits and seeing what I am capable of. I gain great fulfillment from doing the work in building this business and my gym. I gain great fulfillment from doing these kinds of things, and that is a different thing to happiness. It's a very separate situation to happiness. And I think that's what this is about. That we need to be in the pursuit of fulfillment. As I said, happiness is a fleeting thing. It doesn't mean it shouldn't be enjoyed. It doesn't mean that it shouldn't be appreciated and utilized in that time frame, because it should. But at the same point, it's going to fade, because you have to be present for it. And if you want to truly pursue happiness, be present in the moment. Do things that bring that, in that present moment, that extra happiness, that bring that joy and the satisfaction. But if your whole life is focused on only doing things that make you happy, I don't think any of your life will truly be happy. You need more than that. And that's why I think men who go out and find the satisfaction of life, it's in the moment of them building stuff. It's in building a business, building their body, that's why they talk about men need a hobby, because they find fulfillment and satisfaction in building things. And for me, that's my physical body. It's in building my business. It's in building this life. That's where I, ascertain my fulfillment and joy from. And it's why I feel that 126 has this absolutely massive, powerful, transformative nature, because you can dedicate everything you have into this, and then that'll transition into better things. That'll transition into more fulfillment in all areas of your life, because you are building something consistently, day in, day out. You are stacking things on top of each other. You are stacking these ideas and building on them. So it starts with, the exercise. How far can you walk with a weight? And then we have, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and chasing greatness levels. And then it's, okay, how are your workouts? How strong are you? How can you go on these lifts? How can you do these things? And then you build upon that as you get better and better and better. And then you have, the nutrition. How many days in a row can you stack them on top of each other? The progress photos. How many days can you consistently take that and then see the progress? You are building that physique. You can physically see it in those daily photos. But also you have that log then to go back and see it all. There's fulfillment in that moment. There's fulfillment and satisfaction in that moment. And I had it myself the other day. I mentioned this, that I got lost in the trenches, and I was like, am I really making progress? And I put them side by side, day one of the comeback versus a couple of days ago, and I was like, holy fuck. Like, I knew I was in better shape, but I hadn't realized how far I had come. And it's in those moments that matter. It's in those moments that you realize the difference that makes. And this is part of it, that it needs to be built upon things, that we need to stack it up. It's the Jerry Seinfeld method, and it's part of what 126 also was originated on, this concept that how many days in a row can you tick that box? Can you put that X on a calendar and build this chain of X's? How many days in a row can you stack them up? Those wins on top of each other. And it's why we talk about winning the day, because too many people float through life without this concept of a focus and focusing on being fulfilled while progressing forward. So they're either reducing themselves down to simple dopamine hits, chasing dopamine, or the slot wheel, or the social media slot machine, or it's through food, or it's through TV, or through porn, or through whatever it may be. And there's going to be no satisfaction or fulfillment in that. So we need to play a deeper level. We need to focus on things that are going to build into something. And so it starts with that consistency. It starts with those main tenets. It starts with those things that even on a daily basis can build fulfillment, but stacked together across a long enough time period also build incredible fulfillment and satisfaction in your life. You don't gain happiness from the six-pack. You gain fulfillment and satisfaction from the work that you have done that has built you to that point. You don't gain happiness from the ability to do a greater, go further on your weighted walk, or carry more weight, or things like that. You gain satisfaction from recognizing that a month ago, or 6 weeks ago, or even a week ago, that you couldn't do those things. You gain fulfillment from that. You can pursue fulfillment. It can be categorically created and measured in that sense, that you can go, yes, I am doing these things, and therefore I am improving. I am gaining this from doing those things. And I think that leads to an overall greater satisfaction and enjoyment and fulfillment from your life. But this idea of chasing happiness, and I think we are so caught up on that, because that's all social media that it is. That is all junk food is. That is all spending money is. All of these things that we do, that we are heavily addicted to, and as always, I'm not throwing shade or judgment on that, because I was the same. I'm talking from experience. I was that guy, and still am, and I'm breaking that cycle through 126. But it's all about that instant happiness, but that's not happiness, that's dopamine. It's a chemical reaction in the brain that gives us here we go, that was nice, and then we need another one, and we need another one, and then we need another one. Fulfillment is an overall arching principle of your life. You are fulfilled in your life because you have the things that fulfill you. You have done the work, you've put in effort, and as I said, you can lay your head down on that pillow at the end of the day going, yeah, today I did good fucking work. Today I did good shit. I gave it my all and I got shit done. And that's where that satisfaction and fulfillment comes from. That's where that joy and happiness comes from, because you did that. But it's not fleeting. It's not lost in the moment. And over time, as you get better at these things, like I discussed with the weighted walks, you can gain more happiness in those fleeting moments because you learn to be present. You aren't constantly chasing the dopamine. You are present in the moment. Therefore, in the pursuit of fulfillment, you increase the pursuit of happiness because it's there more, because you're able to be present and aware of those moments. You can be conscious of those moments when, those things do light up your soul. And as I said, it comes from the fleeting moments that cannot be manufactured. It doesn't come from cars and money and houses and all those kinds of things. It comes from the connected moments with a child, with your wife, with a good friend, with helping someone out. Those are the connection moments from happiness that we are looking for. That's true happiness. But fulfillment comes from, that can be an overarching principle of your life rather than a momentary flash. And those are the singularities that we are looking for. And it's why I do believe that doing the work transcends everything else. It's why I have built 126 degrees, because it just makes you the best human being that you can be and lead the best life that you can lead. And that's what we are looking for. That is what we are searching for with all this kind of stuff. You know, what greatness means to you is most likely very fucking different to what it means to me. But you can go out and pursue it. We can pursue it in the same manner. We can pursue fulfillment and enjoyment and gratitude and satisfaction in the same manner by getting up and doing the work and being satisfied in that moment, in the completion of the work, and even during the journey of the work. When it sucks in this grind, there is satisfaction and fulfillment in knowing that you are suffering through something, but you are doing it. You are coming out the other side and you are getting that shit done. And you know that it is building towards something that matters, something bigger than yourself. And that is where you find it. That's where it comes from. That's where that joy and the satisfaction and fulfillment comes from, completing hard shit and going out and committing to it every single day. So I hope that helped, and I hope you enjoyed my deep musings. Got a little bit lost in the weeds a little bit there, but I felt that was something that needed to be shared. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now, as always, simple platitudes. If you took value from this, if you found something that intrigued you, please like, comment, subscribe. Please help spread this. If you know someone who needs to hear this, who would benefit from it, please share it with them. I'm trying to start a movement, and we need to get this out there. The only way I can make a difference is that more people hear this story. Next, if you're ready to take the next step and you want to be on the front lines as we release all the things, because there's lots of stuff in the pipeline at the moment, please click the link in my bio, join the Daily Greatness Mail, and also grab the 10 tools to transform your mental toughness and become the best version of yourself. Lastly, if you are ready to burn the motherfucking boats, to go all in on yourself and truly become the best version of yourself, please click the link in my, please message me directly, and let's burn the boats and let's see who you can truly be when we cut away the bullshit. Until then.